Guilty of thinking the world revolves around you. Next crime.
The content I create needs to change. Now, if you don't like shopping hauls, my biggest piece of advice is to not watch the video. Because I'm a lot more than just a designer handbag. Piece de resistance. Oh my gosh. Because I'm a lot more than just a designer handbag.
Court in session. What do you have to say for yourself, Mikayla? I would like to present this to evidence. I'm a lawyer. Hi guys, it's me, Nikki. Welcome or welcome back. The state of the world. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's all stressing me out. Everything is stressing me out. And when there's real things in the world to be worried about, I want to worry about dumb things. I want to focus on things that are dumb. And there's nothing dumber than this special breed of influencers. Alright? Not your up-and-comers. Alright? Not the girl you've seen the last year or few months kind of gain traction on the internet. I have some girls that I follow and I'm like, I'm rooting for you. You know, they're fun individuals who are creative and bring value to this world. And then there are people who have been shilling and selling so long, they no longer know how to do anything but shill and sell. Enter stage left, Mikayla Nogueira. Okay. There's a special kind of love in my heart I have for ridiculous people. And I think at the end of the day, lover or hater, she is a ridiculous person.
So, I blacked out. Kind of bad.
Now, there is some level of self-awareness I have to assume that she has, and I think she uses all of that self-awareness to make her bag, which is what it is. But there's just some ridiculous shenanigans going on with her saying one thing and then immediately doing the other, which has been her MO for literally years. Okay, before I was making little videos on the internet for fun, I was watching videos on the internet for fun, and Mikayla was always someone who was talked about, has always been someone who's been talked about. I've mentioned her in videos before with her luxury designer hauls. Okay. After that luxury designer haul, I think that was kind of not the inciting incident, because I think her entire career is the inciting incident, but I think that was one of the things where people were like, I cannot stand her, and maybe she was noticing the pushback start to grow, and for the new year, she was like, you know what? New year, new me. Let's go. Not even a month ago, I think a month ago, she posts this video, which I am gonna condense for both of our sanity and viewing pleasure. I'm gonna restart it now.
Hi. We have a lot to talk about. Essentially, after the new year, I went completely MIA for 2 weeks, and then I've barely posted at all recently, and I want to talk about what's been going on with me. I'm going to be so completely raw and transparent in this. Basically, at the end of 2025, I had an extremely eye-opening epiphany that I am completely fucking lost, and I don't know who I am. The last 6 years, I have been completely immersed in influencer culture, and I told myself I was not going to cry, and I'm not going to. But in the last 6 years, I feel that I have completely lost myself. God damn it, guys. I feel that I have gone down a path that I never wanted to go down. And I'm disappointed in myself. I started this career living in my parents' house in a small-ass town. I gained over 10 million followers in a year. My life changed very, very fast. In the blink of an eye. I fucking worked my ass off over the last 6 years. I put my fucking heart and soul into everything that I have done over the last 6 years, to the point where it consumed me. I was obsessed. I am. I'm telling you firsthand right now that as someone who is a larger influencer, everything you see online is fake. Everything. When you're an influencer, you are not present. You are planning your every move. You're planning, what is the next clip? What is the next clip? What is my next video? What am I doing? What is the content? Everything you do is content. You may stat out with the best intentions, which obviously I did. But when you start seeing the views and the numbers and you become obsessed. I'm just saying, every influencer understands this. How can I up myself? How can I do better this time? How can I get more views, more engagement? To mention, we know this career is not forever. So we're doing everything we can to hustle to make money.
One, it's like the complete admittance. Okay, so everything has been a lie up until this point. You know, I've been an influencer for years. Everything I've told you, it's been a lie. And also everyone else is lying. Okay. And also, don't be surprised if you see a big change for Mikayla. Alright, guys? Big changes are coming. What do you think of when you think of out-of-touch influencer? You know, things about, if you were a famous influencer and you found you were losing yourself, what are some things you might want to leave behind? Overconsumption, hyperconsumption, flaunting your wealth, shilling unnecessary products, assuming the world revolves around you, that kind of thing. Let's see how, in the last month, Mikayla has fared. First and foremost, shilling unnecessary products. And also giving out way too much information online. Okay, I'm not gonna play... I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. And then I'm gonna stop because I don't think I can handle it. It's like I start watching it and I'm cringing so bad I have to I'm like dying inside. Okay. Now I'm being dramatic, but I just can't help it. You're gonna see.
Okay, I have an embarrassing confession. And if you're my grandma or my mom, and I know you watch my videos, if you could just scroll on this one, that would be great. I have never been eaten out. I know. When I first told my friends this, their jaw...
And then, okay, she goes on to sell Kardashian gummies that are supposed to make your hoo-ha taste better. You could not blow to my head, freaking strangle, beat this information out of me. Not in a million years would I ever go on the internet and talk about anything you can't see below this screen. You're never gonna hear about. What? That's just first, second, third of all, okay? Second of all, shilling of unnecessary products. I'm trying to find a graceful way of saying this, and I'm genuinely spinning my wheels trying to figure it out. But I think I'll say this. If he wanted to, he would. If they wanted to, they would. If she wanted to, she would. I think there is something to be said. Women are meant to feel a lot of shame about things that are totally outside of their control, and then sold products to fix problems that aren't real problems that will only be detrimental to your health. Now, some freaking gummy is not going to be detrimental to your health. Do I personally think, in my opinion, it'll do anything to help you positively? Maybe it'll give you a boost of confidence, but I think that confidence is all you needed, girl. Purr. Let me purrs. The Let Me gummies is the ones I'm talking about specifically, by one of the Kardashians. Crime number 1, selling unnecessary product. Crime number 2, giving out too much information. Crime number 3, feeling like you're the center of the universe. What do you have to say for yourself? Court in session. What do you have to say for yourself, Mikayla? I would like to present this to evidence. I'm a lawyer. And also, obviously, like, if she's going through it, that I'm not, like, trying to belittle her, but obviously, things are happening in her life. That is upsetting. I feel bad. Nobody gets married thinking bad things are going to happen in their relationship, that things are going to go awry. So I'm not belittling that, but just listen to how she breaks this news, knowing that she is some random person on the internet, and we are some random people on the other side of the screen. You know, we're all just people. Let's watch.
I want to stat this video by saying I appreciate you and I love you, and you're gonna want to sit down for this video. I am getting a divorce. Take a minute. Take it in. I am getting a divorce. Cody and I love each other.
And she goes on to talking about her boyfriend, which, like, or her ex-husband, whatever. Sit down. She's like, it's giving, like, now kids, it's not your fault. Mom, we didn't think it was your fault. We didn't think it was our fault, Mom. What are you talking about? This is a true story. My boyfriend's grandparents are getting a divorce. You know, long time coming, so he says. But when his mom called to tell him this news, he was like, Mom, you know it's not your fault, because, you know, a lot of the kids blame themselves. I just thought that was funny. But, like, even that, even my boyfriend finding out his grandparents were getting divorced over the phone with his mom, she was just like, oh, by the way, did you know your grandma's getting a divorce? And he was like, really? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, oh my God, crazy. And then they proceeded to be normal and have normal conversations, like, oh, I hope she's doing well, blah, 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 blah. Am I, an internet stranger, supposed to care that much? Okay, so I totally don't remember what I was saying because my phone ran out of storage. So now I have homework after this. I need to go through my storage and delete stuff. But basically, guilty of thinking the world revolves around you. Next crime, flaunting of wealth. All right, if I was an out-of-touch influencer who came up from nothing and I was like, man, I need to get back to my roots. You know, I need to be humble. I need to maybe take less paid promotions, make more content about things I actually believe in, and more creative, pursue more creative pursuits. And so what would I not do? I probably wouldn't do another luxury haul, which people hated. Your Honor, roll the clips. I know that's not what judges do. That's not, I don't think that's how judges work. Your Honor, show the evidence.
This is everything I got shopping in Vegas. Now, if you don't like shopping hauls, my biggest piece of advice is to not watch the video. I love creating content, but the way I do it, the content I create needs to change. I want to bring you into my life more again because I'm a lot more than just a designer fucking handbag.
Okay, you know, if I'm gonna have to make luxury haul videos, I at least won't show me throwing away my money gambling.
The casino, which Goofy Goober is gonna leave here with the most cash?
Okay, so none of that's an option. I don't know what you guys expect her to do. You know, there's nothing more true. Like, everything up until this moment has been a lie, guys. It's all been a lie. And then, like, is this all supposed to be the truth? That's I don't know, it's just all a bit embarrassing. I wouldn't be so critical if I wasn't totally punching up You know, she is just like such a problematic person on the internet. So yeah, I don't know. I just think with all of the serious, heavy, depressing stuff in the world, it's nice to take a step back and think, at least I am not an influencer who is making a fool of herself on the internet. I'm just a girl making a fool of herself on the internet. I don't even have the bands to back it up. We're just out here having fun. Okay, so I actually ran out of phone storage for the third time while filming this video, which means it's probably a sign that I should end it here. Anyway, who is your favorite nonsensical content creator? Do you think that there is any universe where you would do these things? What is the most ridiculous thing you've seen an out-of-touch influencer do? I hope you have a beautiful day. It's been wonderful talking to you. I love you. Bye-bye. If you all want to see some non-performative authenticity from a real human being, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.